welcome to another episode of the Peelerz Podcast, where we discuss the nitty, the gritty, and the pretty side of stripping. Here with your main host, Corella Kraken, and today I have...
Serena and
Jazmin Taylor.
Back again. I know it's been a while since we've seen these cats. Hello, baby wipes. I'll be doing my makeup. Sorry, not trying to be loud about it. But we're going to do a quick life update, and then we do have some subjects to talk about. So, what was the last thing we talked about on the podcast? Do you guys remember?
No, but I know it was ranty.
It was.
Oh, it was about flowers. Ironically, and I just got flowers in the change room for the first time from a man ever. I got fucking flowers sent to the change room.
Man, was our last episode in February?
I think it was. I think it was around Valentine's Day.
Yes.
After Valentine's Day, after the Kelowna booking.
Yeah, it was
Wild.
Sydney fell, talking about flowers, and then nothing.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
We've dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
We're busy, we're making money, and things have changed. Things have happened. Sorry, I've got a dog in my throat. So what is new with everyone? I kind of caught everyone up on me last episode. So what's new with you guys?
Just working. A couple of the clubs shut down and or sold to different people. So that's been like a weird...
Which clubs got sold?
Brandon went back to Winnipeg agency.
Boo!
Yeah, hard boo.
Alberta girls are better. No, I don't know. Don't hold that against me.
To be determined.
To be determined. I mean, have you seen Stripper Olympics?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
We're kind of impressive sometimes.
Yeah. So that happened. I was there for the last week of that.
Really?
And it was really shitty. Yeah. And then Fort Mac closed.
Fort Mac is now closed for the summer.
Yeah.
All summer?
All summer.
When we went to, where'd we go? Denver. We got the call in the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait. Let's talk about Denver first.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about Denver first. Denver was what? That was
End of April for...
Ultimate Clash of Titans, something.
the Ultimate Clash of Titans.
Just Clash of Titans. I
Clash
can't
the
remember.
Titans Ultimate Feature
That.
competition.
Was this a duo show?
No.
No. It's two sing, right? And one of you was a starlet and one wasn't? Am I right?
No, we both competed in the same category.
The Rising
Stars.
I think that's kind of unfair. Because you guys are...
Well,
Not Rising Stars.
She offered for people to move up from the Rising Star to the Ultimate Feature category. But the problem is...
we couldn't travel with props.
We couldn't travel with props, and the Ultimate Feature category is not what you think it is.
It's not like Stripper Olympics. It's a lot more...
I feel like I've done one contest in the States and I understand how they all are.
Yes.
It's very... this sounds mean, but it's very pageanty. It's all like crowd interaction and props and like very, very strictly choreographed.
Yeah.
Which is fun. And
But how do you have crowd interaction choreographed?
You literally... you build
When you
props
figure it
and-
out, let me know so that I can get a fucking title.
You didn't get it? Doesn't everyone get
you know
something?
what I got?
What? The blinks.
Ultimate. No, it wasn't even ultimate. Something social media influencer.
What?
Because I got 1,700,000 views on a video that I didn't even make myself.
What the fuck kind of award is that?
It's not.
That's the kind of award you get at like the EDIs when they're like, oh, and the influencer of the year is not like we posted a video and the best person who did the best video.
I didn't even do the best video. That was the second best. And it was on a piece of paper. Not even framed. Not even a framed piece of paper.
Did you get a sash?
No. I got a piece of fucking paper.
So you're not doing that contest again, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
How did your shows go? Because I know that in the States they do much shorter shows.
Nope. We did 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
14 minutes, yeah. It was the same show. We did the exact same shows.
Yeah, I did my Gatsby.
And I did Hooters.
Yeah.
So without props, what did you guys do in your shows?
A whole lot of pole.
Yeah.
Because at the very last minute, Serena decided to ask the girl that was putting it on, like, okay, so like because we were going to pivot for this one, we were going to do no pole, all crowd interaction and whatever. Because the last one, they didn't want any pole. They only wanted crowd interaction. So we're like, okay, we're going to come in. We're just going to be like bimbo-y as shit and...
cutesy, fun.
Yeah, interact.
But what is it? This is the thing I don't get about the States is like, I even did the contest and they're like, oh, club owners want to make sure that you can dance without a pole. I'm like, what club owners here have a club without a pole?
Yes.
And isn't that stripping made pole dancing. So why would we be doing like
Not
pole. what has been in the industry the entire time? Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't we be doing that? Why wouldn't that be an important part of what we're doing?
couldn't tell you.
I'm not really sure.
I think it's their way of just wanting to be lazy.
Oh,
Yeah. Say it.
So, yeah, that was super great, excellent, fun times. I mean, it was a lot of fun. We went to the aquarium. We went to
Butterfly Pavilion.
the butterfly pavilion. We went to a massive Starbucks that used to be was it a power plant?
No, the train engine.
No, it was
something.
No, it wasn't a train engine. It was the power producing plant, something. It was a fucking massive brick building that
Super cool.
turned into like a Starbucks on one side and like a camping, like a mech, an MEC on the
Okay.
other side, but it wasn't called MEC.
Could you guys do fire in this contest?
No.
No.
Hate that.
Well, you have to have
Permits and
Permits.
licensing and this and that. And
Insurance and whatnot.
as traveling visitors,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been impossible for us to get that because we don't have access to that kind of stuff.
I guess so.
And also, like, every time we went on stage, Dynamite, who is super fucking hilarious and funny, was just like, they faced ice to get here for you guys. And we're like, can we not announce that?
You what?
Ice.
Oh.
Yeah.
They risked getting deported. And
Yeah.
I was just like, oh no,
I don't know if that makes us more or less desirable.
It was super funny though, and I think everybody in the audience had a good chuckle about it. So
Yeah.
that was actually really nice.
Me and Dana might have followed each other for a long time. I'm happy to know that she's like cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. Like so
Same
sweet.
with Justice.
Yeah.
Justice is like,
Just a gem.
yeah. We vibe, well, I vibe with her very well. I don't know if she vibes with me very well, but I vibe with her very well because she's also very blunt and very, like, to the point. Mm-hmm. She doesn't, like, sugarcoat anything. So when you ask her a question, she goes, don't do that. It's stupid. And I'm like, thank you.
Cool.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
A long time ago, she said something kind of mean about me. So what? I'm sure things have changed in that time, but during Miss Nude Canada, when I had won Rising Star, she was listing off the winners to someone. And when she sent the text, she was like voice doing it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then she sent it off, and someone was like, oh, and don't forget Rising Star. And she went, Rising Star doesn't matter, right in front of me. And I was like, oh, okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, because I like at the time I was brand new and I thought she was the coolest person ever, so that really hurt my feelings. But maybe she was in a mood. Who knows? I've heard great things since.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have had no problems with her. She's like a really good stagehand, and I think it's because she's done so many of these contests.
Absolutely.
That it's very, very, like, you can tell her exactly what you want,
And she's on it.
and she just, you don't even need to explain it.
Yeah.
She just says, like, pre-cut your tarp, I've got the rest. And I'm like, okay, cool. And it also helps that we run each other's shows and we know it, so she's just kind of like our backup,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice.
And she's from Alberta too, so that's always
Yeah.
she gets the hustle. She knows what it's like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely strange. We went in expecting it to be like when we went to Pennsylvania, it's just like very, very pageanty, very showy, like, oh no, the house girls do the pole, don't worry about it, we don't really want pole. And then I decided to ask, I was just like, hey, what's the expectation here? And they were like, oh, no, they love pole here. So we're like, fuck.
Yeah. Super pole heavy here.
Yeah, so then 30 seconds before we're supposed to go on stage, we're just like, okay, cool, all pole then.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's like something that you definitely know very well or well practice in. Did you win anything?
Yeah.
What is that face for?
I'm a one-trick pony. I won another pole award.
And you placed
Oh.
third.
Yeah.
In the whole contest?
In the Rising Stars category, yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah. That's sick. And I can't believe you didn't get anything. I almost called you Justice. Jazmin. Because, like, usually those, like, that's what they're known for. The U.S. Contests are known for giving everyone something, which I kind of appreciate that they did give.
They did give everybody something. Literally, no. They did, at the very end, call everybody up for a medal or some sort of award except me. Every single person in that contest walked the stage at the end of the night to collect something and get their photo taken, except for me. They did my award at 8 p.m. before the contest even started.
Well, that's just not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fucking piss off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry that happened, dude. That sucks because, like, you go make a name for yourself in the States, but that makes you not want to. Boo!
Yes.
Okay, so that happened, and then while you're in Denver, was it?
Yeah.
Denver.
You got a call saying that.
We were in the Edmonton airport.
Yes.
Literally just made it through U.S. Customs eating Chili's.
Airport chilies.
That's where, like, all the tea goes down, though. Like, me and Megan will always be like, don't tell me anything you've done in the past 2 weeks. Like, meet me at Chili's. And then everything. We just sit there loudly talking about, like, getting our toes sucked and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, people are like, the fuck? It's
We're
like
that
6 a.m.
TikTok trend.
Yeah. But yeah, so we were sitting at the airport Chili's and the phone rings and it's like, hey.
You don't have a job when you get home.
Yeah.
Good luck at your contest.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and that's how it is in this industry. They give us no warning
Yeah.
at all.
Well, I was booked there the week after we came back from Denver. Mm-hmm. And then...
They said no bueno.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, no, sorry, it's no.
And that's closed for Renos, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's
Just
coming back
September?
after... Wow. Do you know what they're doing for Renos?
They're doing like a complete, from my understanding, my limited knowledge, they're doing like a complete revamp. So like facelift, they're also going to be rebranding it.
Maybe.
Theoretically.
I did ask for them to take the carpets out of the
VIP rooms.
VIP rooms.
Yeah, so that way they're not crusty. I did suggest that they completely redo the VIP rooms there and like make them a little nicer. Get the speakers fixed in there. That would be cool.
And maybe actually make it like a VIP where you can have like a private room. Because everyone bitches there about how it's like, it's one big room that everyone's shared. Pervs want to keep their...
I don't want to. I don't want walls and curtains. I hate... Oh, I cannot stand when a dusty strip club curtain touches my butt. I can't stand it, you guys. It like if you ever come and get a dance from me and we go into the party room, just know it's because I don't want to touch the goddamn curtains.
I completely agree too, and there's more room to actually do stuff, and do
Move.
tricks
Yeah.
and everything, but customers always want
Privacy.
that one-on-one experience. It's because they want to
It's
perv on you.
Yeah.
Still one-on-one. You know what, though? I will say one positive thing for curtains in super private rooms, not everybody is getting to see things they didn't pay for then.
That is true. That is the one thing that I do enjoy. Mm-hmm. But if it was just like a...
Isn't it annoying, though, when you go in the party room and like your customer's paying attention to someone else, or someone else's customer's only paying attention to
Yes.
you? And
That's
you're like,
the one
buddy.
that bugs me when I'm
Yeah.
like dancing for somebody and they're like leaning around their girl trying to like catch a look and I'm like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
One, you've paid for her. Two, you did not pay for me.
Right?
Mind your business.
Yeah. If they could all be like the two corner booths at Shade, no
Yeah.
problem. No problem. But they're not.
In a perfect world.
Yeah.
In a perfect world. At least it's not like when you go to like Ontario to feature. So when you go to Ontario to feature, they give you the option of if you even want to sell dances. And then if you feature, you also get to pick your price and make your rules.
Yeah.
And all the girls get to make their own rules. The thing is, to hustle and to make money, you got to do a lot of allowing things that most girls from Alberta wouldn't allow.
Yeah.
So when you go into that big room and you're like, I'm
Just
from Alberta.
a chair by a chair by a chair.
Chair by a chair, and they're doing way more than you'd ever do, and you're charging way more than the girl next to you, and you're not allowing the same thing that's happening next to them. They're like, well, what the fuck?
Do you remember when we went? And so we were doing a duo dance together, and I think we were charging, what, like $50 a song or something?
I think we're charging $60 a song.
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't super crazy, but it was, you know, and it's just like a bunch of mirrors in this one club, and it's like blue, so it's like ambience of blue with a bunch of mirrors, and it's just like chair by chair by chair by chair. And this girl was backward straddling this guy,
Reverse
just
cowgirl.
shoving her ass right in his face, just like this, just over and over, and his head was like ricocheting off the tin. So then our guy's like, oh, do I get that? I was like, nope.
I brought a guy back, and I was like, absolutely no touching. Already has my hand on my hips. He's like, I'm not. I'm like, if you're, that's...
You're touching me, sir.
And then he's like, well, at least I'm not expecting that. And the girl was literally just like doing this on a guy's face, like full blown, like coochie juice
Yes.
all over this dude. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, you
Yeah.
aren't doing me a favor by giving me $50.
Right.
I'm going to go upstairs and eat a steak after this and sit down.
Yeah.
I definitely saw some wild stuff. I don't know if that was the time that I went before we went or if you were there. I don't remember, but I am like, I tried not to look. I tried not to look, but I am 90% certain that 5 feet away from me there was a girl getting fucked in the ass for $200, and I was like, I could fucking never.
No. Mm-mm.
It's wild too because when you tell management, because they're like, that stuff's not supposed to happen, you tell them nothing gets done.
Nothing
And
gets
that's
done.
It's up to the girls' fucking discretion. I really think that. So like, that's why I don't sell dances. And when
Same.
those clubs reach out to me, I just
Sorry, I'm really busy.
I say no, and like I don't make money selling dances. Like, oh, you can sell dances. I'm like, I can, but I won't do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's just it. Like, the guy also that I took for a dance looked over and was like, oh, I want that. And I was like, you can wait till she's done then, because I don't do that.
But she's most likely going to be there all night with that guy. And
Yeah.
what also blows my mind is you don't get money up front.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
I mean,
did,
like,
but-
you ask for it, but the other girls don't. And
Yeah.
then if they don't get the money, then security's after. Like, what if they just simply don't have the money? What
Yeah.
happens?
What if you say $2,000 to fuck me in the ass and you get fucked in the ass and the dude has a 50? Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean you're not getting paid up front for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? No. Like, if it's like they take me back for a couple of songs and they've prepaid for, let's say, the first two, they've given me $100, whatever, and then they go, oh, we want to keep going. I'm like, okay, but I stop at another $100. I'm like, okay, now go to the ATM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to continue, then that's fine, but I'm not racking up a $300 bill that you can't fucking pay so that I'm unpaid labor. I'd rather just you leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why even at like other clubs here in Alberta, they're like, oh, you pay first? Yes. It's a pay to play here, sweetie. Pay to play.
Absolutely. Like, what if they simply don't have the money? And there's so many guys, too. Like, have you ever taken a guy to the back and they're like, oh, I'll pay after? And they're like, no, you have to pay now. And they're like, oh, I can't. Like, what was your plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was going to happen there? And how many times do girls get ripped off? I would really like to actually sit down with Ontario Girl and ask that.
Yeah.
Because they have to. They have to be getting ripped off.
Yeah.
And there's no
way they couldn't
fucking
be.
way that you,
Yeah.
Because there's definitely scammers out there, for sure.
Right?
All right, so what are you doing since Fort Mac is closed? Because that's where you live.
Yeah. Well, I'm moving back down to Edmonton now.
Hell yeah, finally.
Right?
Yeah, there we go.
Can't say we didn't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving back down to Edmonton. I'm going to be doing shade a lot more, and I'm going to try out a couple of other places that I have not been, because for the last fucking 5 years that I've been living in Fort Mac, it's been,
Even before that.
yeah, but like especially the last 5 years, it's pretty much only been Showgirls and Shade that I've worked. I did 2 bookings at Blondie's in Calgary, maybe 1 booking in Kelowna.
Are you going to try out Kelowna this summer?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if they'll take me.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah.
We should do like a 3 of us thing.
I think we're sitting for the 14th of July.
Yeah.
I think I might be there too.
Please hold. Yeah. Loading.
The one brain cell is working way too hard right
That's
now.
how cracking buffers. Ooh.
Yeah. I just go crooked.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting because I know there's a lot of clubs that miss you.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a couple places a try, but I have been such a spoiled bitch just doing what I've been doing for the last 5 years that it's gonna be a bit of an adjustment this
Yeah,
week.
it's hard traveling, but it's also so fun.
Yeah.
If you're with the right people.
And that's just it. I don't really go anywhere without her, so.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can find places that will take you guys as a duo act to do your duo shows.
I don't want to. And I don't mean that meanly.
No, I'm heavy.
No, it's not that. No. No. It's the simple fact of like, how do I say this nicely? I've been trying to tone down.
Doing so much on stage?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Because
if you
it-
look at us in the past 5 years, it's gotten pretty fucking intense on stage.
Yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to tone it back because I'm not making any more or any less than the girl that's doing a quarter of my show. And I
Not
don't
wrong.
think that doing a duo show, which is cranking it up,
Maximum effort.
is going to be profitable.
Is it more work?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Because I guess you guys
I'm
are
throwing 100 pounds over my head.
She literally has to physically toss. It's no extra work for me, but for her, it's like it's double the work.
Yeah.
She's got to lift her ass and my ass.
Not in a mean way, just in like a fuck. I
get
wouldn't
it.
mind doing it like if we were already there and the crowd was there and it was already a thing. Right, like hypothetically, say we were at Shade next week, and then they were like, "Oh, on Friday we're gonna do a duo show," and then it like was a hyped thing.
Yeah.
Sure, we're already there.
Okay.
But
And even, like, I also think that it would be better if the money, or it'd be worth it if the money was worth it, like,
Yes.
show price-wise.
yeah.
Which is when we went out to Ontario, to Ottawa, we did a duo.
But I do know that Calgary does duos.
They do.
Oh, they do.
Because Kayla Cage and Jolene do one that's fucking so good.
Yeah, and there's another, I don't know if they're
Opal
still there.
Widows. Opal
Yeah, I
Widows?
don't know if they're still there though, doing it. I think they're in Lethbridge.
But yeah, there is a couple of duo acts there. Maybe that's actually something,
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad
If-
idea.
like a once a night thing. Like maybe not every single show, but like, hey, once a night.
They do it twice in the week, I think.
Yeah, like a Friday and a Saturday probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nothing too intense, and they also give you practice time, and there's the aerials and a spinning pole. Which is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Blondie's is always good.
Yeah.
He's always good there. I love Calgary. Well, that's exciting because I'm sure there's lots of your fans that want to see you. And like every time you do come down to Edmonton, there is quite a few of your regulars that are like,
Yeah.
hey, bitch, went downstairs for you.
Yeah.
Hey,
pretty
I'm
much.
here. I'm like, oh my God, I'm coming. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an adjustment for sure coming back, but I'm actually kind of excited.
You should be.
Fort Mac is like a cute, sleepy little town, and like I will always love Fort Mac, but it'll be nice to be back in like the big city where it's busier and it's bigger pole and more.
Things to do. Your
Yeah.
friends are around. There's a
Yeah.
radio to practice at. There's
Restaurants to eat at.
a podcast to sit and bitch at.
Oh, yeah.
Things are open past midnight.
Yeah.
What do you mean past midnight, past 10 p.m.?
Yeah.
Fuck. Everything closes. I swear to God, if you need something after 8 p.m. in Fort Mac, good luck.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck.
Yeah. No shit. But at least when it reopens too, like after the fires that however
Yeah.
many years ago, that was the most I've made.
Yeah.
And it was like I couldn't make it past the freaking pool table without
Yeah.
someone being like, me next. And
Hey, dibs.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
That might be a week that you should probably get in on. Because I 100% want it.
So yeah, I think that would be fun to do a little fun week there. It'd be fun to even bring Krill back
Yeah.
and have like a really big blowout week.
Yeah.
Ooh, so fun, so fun.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the club, too. So,
Same. It'd be nice to have like one spinning pole and like how the one fat pole and one skinny pole. I hated that.
I did tell them specifically because they were like, oh, what can we do to make it better? And I was like, get rid of the fucking fat pole.
Yeah.
All of your like heavy hitter features have baby hands. We can't do anything on the fat pole.
I hate
So
that
it's
too.
fucking dented in the one spot, right where I used to grip, where it's fucking spin, like to spin, and then my fingers just go leap.
And when people are like, come dance on this side of the stage, you're like, no.
I can't.
No. I'll do a handstand against the pole, but that's about it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, why don't you go? Literally, when I do my dislocator, I'll do it on like the skinny pole. And then people on the far side would be like, come over here and show us that over here. And I'm like, no, I can't.
I will die.
Can't. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but I can't.
I was just in Red Deer and they have a super fat pole too. It's so hard to do anything on.
Well, you gotta be able to get like a good grip. And if like the pole is super fat, like I have little midget baby hands.
You can't even wrap around my wrist. Okay,
Yes, I
you can
can.
wrap
Fuck
around my
you.
wrist.
Maybe not my wrist. I got beefy wrists. I'm gonna zoom in right at that time. Okay, cool. Well, there's a little life update on y'all. Unless, do you have anything else that has happened in the little past bit? No other contests coming up? Are you both prepping for Strip Olympics?
No,
No.
there's no prep. It's in the basement.
Oh,
Been
because you're
telling everybody this. I'm not doing a new show. You're getting something from the basement.
But you are still planning on doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Okay. That's good. Because I feel like your show definitely got jacked. I don't know. You know, like you should have made finals for sure. But there's always that one show every year where it's like, well, look.
I'm wondering if I should even do that one or if I should literally just grab one. Like maybe just redo Luigi.
I honestly feel like your maid deserves another go. No. Oh. Okay.
I trashed the door. It's a tub and a bed.
I mean,
like-
Hooters was so good. The table and everything.
I know,
was
but I
so
don't know if
good.
I have the fucking mental capacity for that one. And with the new rigging, like I was just talking to JP about it, like how are we going to get it up there?
Oh yeah.
The fucking thing weighs like 60 pounds.
Easy 60 pounds.
No, that's true, actually.
Yeah, and so that they don't have a winch to lower it, we're going to need 2 grown-ass humans to be lifting it up while there's another grown-ass human on a thing. And if that's the case, then it needs to be up there preemptively and tied off to the side. And then if that's the case, how the fuck am I doing the table part? At the beginning of the show.
That was like one of the best parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even fucking think about that, dude.
So then do I make another table?
No.
Right? Like, do I have the hanging table up in the ceiling already and then have another table that I just spray paint orange to do the thing on? But that one was very sturdy and very specifically made so that I could do whatever the fuck on it and it wasn't tippy-toppy or, like, movie.
Yeah. That's tricky.
And then, like, even last year when we did it, it took longer than the 30 seconds to clamp it because the fucking shit wasn't there.
I was going to say that's my bad.
And then raise it. So how much longer do you think it's going to be to pull out a 70-foot fucking ladder, get 2 people to hold the damn thing up, clip it in, and then for me to come out? So then JP is like, well, why don't you just bring it to Shade? And I'm like, because the thing weighs 60 pounds and it's fucking heavy.
I have maybe a smart idea. There's 2 of those.
You can't. JP said the same thing. It has to be on a swivel. How is it spinning?
No. Not 1 and 1. No. What if you used the one to, like, hoist it up? You put it through the tall one, or the short one, whatever, and, like, hoisted the bitch up. I'll explain it later.
No, I get what you're saying, but who's hoisting it?
Large men. There's like 10 of them walking around Shade. Just heave-ho that bitch.
I was like, who?
I mean,
Because-
if I could get a bunch of people to heave-ho a giant coffin onto
Yeah.
the stage.
Yeah.
And, like, people were like, oh, help, just because they want to be able to say that they helped.
Yeah.
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 We'll get 10 of the very, very large bouncers to just heave-ho that bitch up there.
Options.
But how do you clip it?
You get a tiny human.
on someone's shoulder.
No, it's fucking
Yeah,
tall.
cheerleader stunt me. I will
I am going to be naked.
you, no.
No, this is all part of the show, folks.
I will get a very large man to fucking cheerleader my ass up there, and I will hook it up for you.
Yeah, I would have to do some
We'll
test runs.
figure it out, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I have the mental capacity for that, but
You're both planning on doing it, just recycling shows?
yes.
Are you doing new?
I am undecided. It's gonna very, 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 very heavily depend
On the dates?
on the dates.
Yeah. Because we all have stuff going on now. Isn't that
Right.
Yeah.
That's not our priority.
I really want to do it, but like also with moving back down to Edmonton and everything, that kind of limits my creative time because I'm trying to like run a whole fucking household and move my whole life again.
You have a child now.
I do. Mm-hmm. He's furry
Yeah.
and he has anxiety, so.
I fucking hate the song.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's like one of those things. Like if I have time, I have an idea in mind. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, I'm just probably gonna do one of the basement shows.
Yeah.
One of the basement shows. You should just mix them all together. Confuse the fuck out of
Just
everyone.
one piece of every costume.
Yeah.
This is like the hentai napkin thingy with like
Apron?
the bra. Yeah, an apron with like the bra of your mermaid, or maybe the skirt of your
The
mermaid.
skirt of the mermaid, for
with,
sure.
with no bra from the last year's show.
I do
And then
think
the Harley
that
Quinn jacket.
your mermaid was so good, though.
Yeah?
And no one's doing mermaid.
We don't know that.
No, I know that it's false.
What?
Oh.
Someone's doing mermaid?
Yeah.
Okay, back
So
at it.
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
But that would be a funny thing, like one part of every show, and then just bring out a piece of every show. The head from Nightmare.
Oh, no, I was going to say I have my Gyarados still. I'll fucking put him on a little cart and wheel him out.
Yeah.
I only have his head. I don't have his body anymore.
Yeah.
But
And then just attach it to, like, the champagne. So
fucking do my chandelier, but to the Pokemon theme song.
Yes.
Actually,
oh my God.
that kind of sounds fun.
Right? Just
Your
a-
theme could just be past Strip Olympic shows.
Yeah.
Could be the fuck arounds.
Fuck arounds. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be very fun. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
on to the next subject.
Yeah.
Let's talk about pet peeves that we see within dancers. Because I think a lot of people, I get this question a lot on my Instagram, like, what do you guys fight about and stuff like that. But let's just talk about what bugs us, other fellow dancers, and we're not going to be specific to people because we don't need to start shit. But there's definitely some things that in this industry that, like, You're like, come on, everyone needs to follow the same rules.
Yes.
So what are your guys' pet peeves?
Point your fucking toes.
Yeah.
There is nothing worse for me than watching a girl doing all these like really, really beautiful, strong, gorgeous pole tricks, and she's got fucking, free feet. This. Not this. This. Don't do this.
Yes.
Point your toes. Just point your toes.
Because you can do the most insane pole trick ever.
Yes.
And it looks amateur if you don't point your toes.
Yes. It looks unpolished. It shortens your legs. It ruins your lines. Everything is broken. Mm-hmm. It's just much more elegant, much more pretty, much more polished if you point your fucking toes.
You know what I think is on the same level as that? Is not walking on the beat.
Oh
yes.
my God.
Nothing makes you look more amateur or like you're new or like it even makes it look like you're walking like a deer.
Yeah.
If you just miss the beat of the song, you suddenly don't know what the hell you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, your show is completely off.
I agree. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, some people that might not come super naturally, but that's a learned skill. You can learn that skill.
Yeah, model walk, practice your walk,
Yes.
like walking to the beat.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand, and I don't mean this meanly, I genuinely mean this. I don't understand how people don't walk to the beat, because that's
They were
Just
going
the
with
way
what
that
they
I
did.
That's
can.
just what my body wants to do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like you want to bob your head when the song is good, I just do the same fucking thing with your feet.
Yeah.
I think it's girls who haven't learned their balance points yet on their shoes so that they're more leaning forward so it's rushed.
Yeah.
Or people who don't have any dance background.
Or the people that drag their feet when their feet never come off the ground. It's like step drag, step drag, step drag, step drag, step drag, step drag. Like what? Why?
It doesn't ruin your shoes faster?
Your feet.
It does.
Yeah. Unless you're like doing a pole trick where it's like you are dragging your foot for a purpose, but just like free walking and your feet don't ever come off the ground. I'm like, it just looks kind of stumpy. I don't know.
It looks like you don't have enough balance or coordination to pick your feet up.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And these are things like when this also goes in the category of like what advice do you have for new dancers?
Yes.
These are the like everyone's like I need to get pole tricks right off the hop.
No, you
I
need to be able to walk elegantly.
Yes. Musicality, like
Yes.
walking to the beat, moving to the beat, not moving too fast.
Yes.
And if you need to move too fast, find a song that is fast.
Yes.
But slow music but fast movements don't work well together.
No.
Also the reverse, super fast songs with slow movements don't work either.
Yeah. So finding like your music to go with your dance style,
Very
that's a big
important.
one to look good on stage. And like, yeah, it's definitely not about tricks. It's not about flexibility. It's about pointing your toes, doing within your limits.
Yes.
Don't rush yourself.
It always, and this is the other thing that's a fucking pet peeve of mine. It sounds bitchy, but like punching above your weight class. So if you can do 3 tricks perfectly, I would much rather see those 3 perfect tricks than 30 half-ass tricks.
Yes.
Like, do them until they're perfect or close to perfect, then put them on stage. Learn them, work on them, be comfortable in them, rather than just being like, oh, I'm strong enough to do this now. Let me just throw my ass up here. Because 1, that's how injuries happen. And 2, it doesn't actually make your show look any better. You just look like you're new.
Yeah. I agree with that too. And for all the people who are going to come in the comments and say like, when are they going to practice it? My advice is to take one trick that you really, really want to master, like take some time to master that one trick and not 9 at the same time because 1, injury.
Yep.
And 2, wait till your playtime's done. You have your money, you're cooled down,
Yep.
you're ready, you're full of like adrenaline because people are watching. Try it out. It'll most likely work.
Yeah.
But like to throw it in there when you're exhausted and out of breath and you're just like, fuck, I want to try it out.
That's how you
I
throw your
literally-
shoulder out.
So I was in Fort Kent last week, and you know like the under-over flippy thing that we do, Kraken?
Yeah.
The pole there is very, very thick, and I was going quite hard for no fucking reason. For no, like, way out of my business. Like, what are you doing? So then at the very end, I went to do that one, so I, like, chalked up the pole because I was, like, sweaty. So I chalked up the pole, and I grabbed and I gripped, and for some reason, I spun right instead of left, or, like, whichever way my pinky isn't. And I had told them, I was like, oh, I haven't done this one in a while. If I fall, you got to clap. And I think that's where I fucked myself because then I fell right out of it. My pinky slipped off. I was about to smoke my head on it and my feet and my ass hit the ground. And they're like, holy shit. They're like, do it again. I was like, if I wasn't strong enough to do it the first time, what makes you think I can do it the second time? But then I did do it the second time. And out of spite, it was fine. But yeah, like it happens when you don't do things often enough to like whatever, or you're on a thicker pole than you're used to, or your balance point is off,
Or you've had one too many at the bar.
yeah, or that,
That's a big one.
yeah,
Liquid courage doesn't
Right.
always
It's a
work.
great way to get injured.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing. Like, sure, it's great if you can do all these crazy things, but take it from somebody with a now destroyed shoulder. Just because you can does not mean that you should.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
the crowd isn't always worth it.
No.
no,
Yeah.
That I don't know if this one's too mean to say.
What? Say it.
These girls who are out there doing the absolute most for 3 fucking people. Please stop.
yes,
Please stop.
agreed.
Because then the girls that follow you have to match or beat for 3 people who didn't tip. I'm not trying to throw my back out for 3 people who are not tipping.
But also, if you're going off on your first show because that's when you're practicing those new tricks,
Sure.
have at it.
Yes.
I 100% agree to that. But if you're doing a dubstep and it's fucking 7:45,
Stop.
god damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I feel like most of us have our like lazy show
Yeah.
and then with our lazy music.
Yeah.
and our hype show. I hate when it's because I only have the 3 sets and one's calm and then the 2 are hype and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
And so when it's dead later in the evening, I'm like, fuck, now I gotta do like a lazy show to my hype music. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you have like your routine really down.
Right?
Yeah.
That's hard.
I know.
Ugh. Speaking of stage, one of my biggest pet peeves, and I think it's a rule throughout most, if not all of Alberta, if not all of Canada, I'm not too sure. Don't take people off my front row.
Yeah. Don't even talk to them. Don't look at
talk to
them.
Yeah. Don't sit with them. No, you
Yeah.
can sit with them.
You
but
can sit with them, but not if you're not already there when I come out, you can't. I agree with you. Don't.
Well, I've run into it a lot. I'm sure we all have run into it a lot where a girl will sit down, maybe second song in, mid-show, whatever, and then she starts talking to this dude, and then he stops paying attention to us, and then he's sitting on front row, and we ask, come play time, hey, do you want to come play, or whatever, and he's just like,
I didn't even see it.
no, I wasn't even, sorry, I was distracted, I didn't see it, I don't really want to tip you because I didn't get to see your show.
yeah, barf.
Especially at places like Shade where there's 13 seats.
Yes.
Leave it the fuck alone.
There will be a break after my show. There was a break before my show.
Yes.
There is plenty of break
Do it while the
time.
teasers are on.
Sure.
You know?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean they
Yeah,
don't have
they're
a
not-
playtime,
yeah,
right?
that's
They're just
true.
up there doing their 2 songs and whatever. And yes,
Yeah.
if they want to throw money in, fine, throw money into
Yeah,
teasers. That's not what I'm
absolutely.
saying. But I would rather you go up when it's not a paid show, when I'm not trying to break my fucking back
yes.
for the dude who you sat down with in my front row and his $5. You know what I mean? Like, there's only 13 spots.
True. And like, I was taught that right off the hop from first management. Like,
Yes.
right when you start, they tell new girls that, and I know that they tell new girls that. Every club
Yes.
does.
It's in the contract.
It's in the contract, and like the reason it's there is to stop cat fights.
Yes.
You know, we only have limited opportunity to make money on stage.
Yes.
Don't take it away from us.
Yeah.
Well, and we're literally being paid to do that. That is the whole purpose of us being there. Like, let us just do our jobs. You can do yours.
Because they have more opportunity to go sell dances than we do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have to get ready and re-get dressed, wash off the pole chalk, everything like that. So
It's-
they have the opportunity to talk to the people on front row more
Yes.
than we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also, this is a small one for me, and like, I know that this one's not mandatory, but like, if you're sitting with somebody who has my poster, let me come over and sign it. Don't
Yeah.
glare daggers at me. I am literally contractually obligated to go sign my posters.
I do anyway.
I do too, especially if they've been sitting there for a while. Like, I'm doing my round right now, and I'm
Yeah.
going to sign the poster.
Yeah.
But sorry about your luck.
Don't glare daggers at me. I'm not trying to step on your toes. I'm literally, again, just doing my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me sign my poster. Be like, hey. And I always say, I'm just like, oh, hey, did you want me to sign your poster real quick? And then I'll sign it and be like, okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sell a dance in that moment. Like,
And if the freelancer's really cool, and I've had this happen before too, they go like, oh, do you want to get her too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's chill. And like, or they'll use me as a selling point.
Yeah.
And be like, didn't you really like her show? You should take us upstairs.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because sometimes they're saying no, and it
Yeah.
is a selling point. Then 2 girls are making money instead of no one.
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Super important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your pet peeves? You like everything.
Not everything. My biggest pet peeve, I think, for me is when people. how do I say this nicely? When people approach people they don't know asking for favors, I don't fucking know you. I don't even do favors for anybody outside my 3 best friends. Like, you're not getting a favor. I'm not teaching you shit. I don't want to talk to you. If all you're doing is coming to use me for something without even asking me my name or introducing yourself, please get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't even, like, when I'm sitting in a booth downstairs and you come up and you go, oh my God, hi, I seen you on stage. I really liked your show. I'm insert name here, because this isn't about anyone. It's just insert name here, blah, blah, blah. I really loved your shows. That's it. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me for something after you've had a 3-second conversation with me.
Yeah.
You know? Or, like, if I notice that a girl's practicing something on stage and I've heard her mentioning it in walkings through change rooms or whatever, I might like peek from the top. And if she's doing something really wrong where she can actually hurt herself, I will step in and be like, hey girl, like, you know what I mean? You should do it this way.
Yeah.
But like, do not approach me or any of the stage girls for, I don't want to say free advice or free anything, just for free anything. Just don't, because it's not, we didn't get where we were or are by,
For free.
yeah, by doing that. If you want, here, anything you want to learn is on the fucking internet. Anything you want to learn is Googleable or TikTokable.
Yeah.
Please, if you've done your due diligence and you have done TikTok and you're like, hey, I seen this really cool trick. I know that you do it on stage. I've been practicing it. Can I ask you a question about it? That's totally different.
I was going to say that's
Right.
what I would do when I started dancing is I'd grab a $20 bill and be like, after work, can you just show me that one thing? I can't get the grip right.
Yeah, or I've watched you do it a couple of times and it's not really clicking in my head. Maybe on your next show or something, can you like make eye contact with me and slow it down? Here's $20. Yes. By all means, yes.
Absolutely.
But if I don't even know your name and you've just seen my show, I appreciate that you like my show. That's not what I'm getting at. I am not trying to be a dick when I say this. I just don't know you. And like, I have a kid I have to get home to. Sometimes we're there till 3:30 in the morning. I'm sorry. I don't want to stay 20 minutes after and help you. I've got a 30-minute drive home. I got to be up at 7:45 in the morning. It might not even be you. It just might be the day you're asking.
Yeah.
You know?
I get that too, because we all get it now. Like the more you're at Shade and the more that new girls are starting, they see us smiling and being nice, and we are nice to them.
We
Absolutely.
are, yeah.
So they just think that, and it's not even taking advantage of us, but it does come across that way when you're constantly getting asked that.
Yes.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I go to radio all the time. I just went with Star, and like, I appreciated that she didn't expect me to be teaching her a bunch of shit.
Yes.
I asked her, I was like, is there something that like you want to work up to? Is there someone who does a certain move that you really like? And she actually said Jasmine's flip over thingy. So I'm like, yeah, start working on a shoulder mount thing where you shoulder mount into the flip. Into the splits.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's like, I really like the way that Jasmine does it. So I'm like, first step, shoulder mount, start working on that. And that's what she did.
Yeah.
She went off in her little corner. She was working on her stuff. But like, she didn't expect me to flat out be like training her for a whole hour when I had shit to work on myself.
The reason that mine looks different, who is this girl? Who?
Starry.
Okay. Anyway, I'm
she's
sorry.
short.
I don't know who you are. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Like, I like when people watch my shows and they enjoy what I do. That's really awesome.
One of my pet peeves, this is so specific, but it's girls that are well aware of what they're doing, and it's not even that shisty. And they don't even get in that big of trouble for it. They're not really committing crimes. They're not doing anything like breaking huge rules, but they're just doing something a little shisty, or they've been a little drunk, or maybe they did a little bit of drugs, or maybe they screwed over the customer just a little bit.
Or maybe they yelled from someone from stage just a little bit louder than they should have.
Yelling a little too loud, acting a little out of line, and then they go in the change room and they're like, haha, I did this, and we all laugh about it. We're all having a good time about it, and then management gives them shit, and then they come back to the change room going, I didn't know. Bitch, we're not your managers. We don't care.
Don't cry to us.
Yeah, don't cry to us. Keep that same attitude. You know what you did. We all laughed about it.
Just own it.
And own it and move on. But like suddenly when they act like innocent or that they didn't know or that like what are you talking about? I'm like, you knew. That's why we all laughed about it. Went ha ha ha.
Tee, we almost got away with it. These meddling kids. But that's how I feel about it when it happens to me. I was like
talks like that to the managers, but not to us, girl. We still think it's funny, but like when they backtrack, we're like, wait, how are we supposed to act now? We were all just laughing about the evil little moment that you had, and now, come on, own it.
Yes,
that's my pet peeve. Like, or that whole acting like just like I didn't know. Yeah, you fucking did. We talked about how you didn't know. We talked about how we're all going to keep it secret. We all talked about how we're going to keep it packed. And here you are going, about it. Like, there's no goddamn fucking microphones in our change room. I hope not. Anyway, I feel like if there was, we'd all be in a lot more trouble.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Don't get any ideas.
We definitely don't sit in the change room and talk shit ever. It's not a thing that happens.
No, but we definitely do. Like when we come off stage, we walk in and we go, oh, how was that? And that girl does tell us how that was.
Oh, seats 3, 4, and 5 tipped like shit. Seats 11 and 12 were great and tipped amazing. Pay lots of attention to them.
Or the guys off in the corner, they did come up this just with like a little bit of, you know what I mean? Like, come here, tee. You know, like we definitely do talk in the change room.
We share information.
Yeah.
Do you know what would actually be a good idea is like on the inside of the moat, if we had numbers for the chairs.
Yeah.
Because then if you're telling security something like, yo, 13 is taking pictures or whatever, or like, you can also tell the girls upstairs. Because sometimes you're like, okay, when you're facing the pole to the slight right, the guy that's in a baby blue shirt, not powder blue, the baby blue shirt, he is a total dick, but the powder blue guy tips you $100. And
Why don't we just all subconsciously start number 1 on the left?
Yeah.
And work your way around.
1 through 13.
We're starting our own fad. It's going to become a thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like waitresses and everything, they have table numbers.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it works.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah.
My other pet peeve, and this one is like a double-edged sword. It's a little bit of both sides piss me off. One, when girls act like they own customers. Like, if he does it, that's fine. If he's there to see you, great. He can also want to see other girls. That is his money to spend however he wants. He's don't own him.
He's the club's customer.
Yeah, don't come in and sit down at the table when he's gotten dances with, say it's your customer, and he sits down and buys dances from us after he's already gotten time with you or whatever, and you come over and you're just like...
So with that, Kraken and I actually had probably the best experience on, what day was that, Monday? When the customer that bought us out for 2 hours was with this like gem of a human that I haven't really talked to at all. And he had seen me in like the line to go get dancers or whatever, but he was with another girl. And he's like, when I'm done with her, can you come by the table? I really want to go for time with you. And I was like, okay. So we had went and sat down while they weren't there. And then she came back with him and he went to the bathroom. And then we had like, hey, do you mind? Like he had wanted us to come sit down at the table. Like, do you mind? She was like, no, go ahead. And like, instead of like, throwing a hissy fit or doing whatever, she had asked him when he came back, hey, did you want to get some time? And he was like, I don't know. And then she was like, pointed at us and was like, did you want to go for some time with them? Like they had mentioned that you said to come over to the table. And he was like, yeah, actually, I'd really like that. And she's like, all right, go have fun. Yeah. That's the way it should be.
That is.
It should be like, okay, my customer and I had a great insert number of minutes here. He doesn't want me anymore. As long as someone is taking the money, let's fucking get it.
Yeah.
That was like, that could not have went any better. She's a gem. She's
Shout out to
super
Stella.
sweet. Yeah,
Woo!
I wasn't sure if we were doing names, but yeah, that was amazing.
Great tits, great ass,
Yep.
great personality.
Right? That's a triple threat.
Yeah. It's few and far between that. Yeah. She's got like the stripper body.
Yes.
Like the stripper essence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
Queen
the
energy.
flip side of the other thing too, though. Like, so I don't like it when people act like they own customers, but if I am on time with a customer and then you wait until I go to the bathroom or I go to the change room or I have to go on stage to come sit down with that customer that I'm on time with, that's just shady behavior. Please also don't do that.
Yeah.
Wait until I'm at the table
Come up to me.
and we can have a conversation just like that. We can have that exact thing. I'm not going to be like, no, get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. And also, if you don't want to do it at the table because you're unsure,
Sure.
I go pee.
Yep.
If I'm not at the table, I'm probably in the change room or going pee or for a cigarette. Come find me.
Yeah.
And be like,
Catch
hey,
me on the in-between.
you know, insert name here, bought me out last time he was here. Do you mind if I come over? Yeah, let's go. We'll go
absolutely.
together. I will bring you. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And not devil's advocate, but it's playing out a different scenario. Let's say you're on stage and he calls a girl over.
Yep. Also,
I think it's the girl's responsibility to be like, oh yeah, we can totally add time, but after this we got to go watch our show.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or like, oh, like you're peeing and someone, European, someone's like, oh, I want to add you for an hour. Like, yeah, sure, but we're adding another hour with Serena too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, or it's like I have been in so many buyouts with shady girls that like when I go on stage, they all re-up an hour.
And they didn't get me in on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I come back and they're like, oh, I don't know. That fucking attitude where like, I just don't know. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I wasn't aware. Like, oh, you just got to ask him. He's the one with the money. And then he's like, no, I just spent $5,000 getting everyone. You should have thrown me in there because he didn't notice how big of an amount it was.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, that was exactly, maybe not exactly, but very similar to what happened my birthday that one year. It was my birthday. I had somebody come in, he got me and all my friends. We were having a fucking blast. He's like, oh, I gotta wait to get more time until after midnight when my card resets. No problem, we're all just partying, having a good time. Our time was up a little bit before midnight, but we were all just like having a ball. Nobody really cared. I had to go on stage or I had to go pee. Very similar situation. I had to leave, and this one specific girl grabbed him, rang herself through for the rest of the night, and then he's like, well, I'm tapped.
Yeah, I don't have any more money.
I'm done. And it was just her for the rest of the night. And I was like,
I remember that, and
bitch.
it's like, yeah, not saying anyone owns a customer or a client, but like that is a customer of yours and a good friend,
and
Yes.
a good friend.
and a good friend who's been going to you for a very long time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like specifically came in to celebrate my birthday. It was very much a me day. And I would have been fine if it had been, you know, midnight or whatever, and there was 4 or 5 of us, and he's like, I can only get like a half hour, 45 minutes more with everybody. I would much rather do that and then just hang out for the rest of the night. Whatever, it's fine. We've all made our money. We've all made the bag. Like, we're having a great time. I would rather everybody be included than just one girl specifically taking over.
Yeah. It
From
was
out
extra slap to the face because it was a girl that was our friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was your birthday.
And it was my birthday.
Fucking birthday. I can't like. Ugh.
Yes.
Yeah.
That actually blows my mind. Like, there's so many things I forget about. Like, you know, lots of the times I'm like, it's really not that bad. Even when we're thinking about pet peeves, I'm like, yeah, no, it's been pretty good. But then you think about some past experiences, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait.
Never forget.
I'll never forget.
I never forget.
So I hope that had some good insight for the new dancers out there. If you want to stay on everyone's good side, which you won't, some girls will hate you. It's just how it
Regardless
is.
of what you do.
But it's good to follow those basic rules and those simple little pet peeves that could really make you stand out as that bitch you don't want to trust. It also make you stand out as someone that we won't hustle for.
Or with.
And that's important because, like, as much as freelancers do make more money than us, I think it's really important that we're all working together.
Absolutely.
And also just treat everyone like a human.
Please.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Take into some consideration our mental health.
Yes.
That would be nice.
And we're just, like I said the last episode, the girls on stage are stop putting us on a pedestal.
Yeah.
And thinking we're amazing and like only being able to get advice and pole dancing from us and realize that we are humans and we don't want to teach everyone and that what we learn take a lot of skill. We weren't just born fantastic.
Buckley was.
Buckley was born. Come say hi. Come say hi. She's like, no, I gotta see Serena.
Come on. I'm little. Get in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Move. Yes. Very good then.
Her stupid tail. Look at her stupid tail.
Garbage.
Careful, Buckley. Careful.
You're like a mountain goat right now.
Let me smack that butt.
Come here. Come here. Come here. No. Come here.
No. It's okay.
Hi, Bucky. I love you so much. You're so cute. Okay. Oh. On water. I knew she was gonna do that.
Lick it up. Yeah. Good job. Cleaned up your mess.
Take everything we said with a grain of salt.
Absolutely.
Everything's not as serious as we make it out to be, and we do forget about it. No, we don't forget. We'll always remember, but it's really not that big of a deal at the end of the night.
It's not.
I hope no one takes all of these stories seriously or thinks they're about them, because I don't think any of those people really work around us anymore.
Not
No.
really.
No. Yeah. Which is good management, taking care of those things.
Right?
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
be safe, wear a condom, wear a helmet, and tip your dancers.
Bye.
Bye.